Hello, everyone. This is Danny Alvarez, aka Curry Mixes, and today we're going to react to the day that it snowed in Miami, Florida. Yeah, there's been a time in history, believe it or not, about 45 years ago, January 19th, 1977, snow fell in the city of Miami for the first time in history. Maybe it happened in the previous ice ages. I don't know. Earth climate has changed in the hundreds, thousands, millions, billions of years, but like since like we've been recording shit, in history, like this just never seen before until this day, and like it hasn't happened since. It feels like every winter it's like not even like Miami. People who live in Miami know like it's just hot, like 80, 85 degrees every day. Maybe you get that cold front here and there that drops us to like the 40s, 50s, maybe twice a year. But if it's not a cold front, like it's just gas that comes in the weather. Like we just feel the humidity levels, even though they're lower than the summer, still, it's like still feels like summer, like, the same vibes and shit. So let's see what happens here. Shout out to old time photos. All credit goes to them. You see this lady here with the happy face drawn. I mean, imagine just that day that it happened, like just living in Miami your whole life and then just waking up one morning and just seeing snow. Like, it's like, wow, it's crazy. Like this is like a Chevy dealership from the 70s. Like it gives me nostalgia watching these photos, bro. Like I was not even alive. I was not even born. This man here, like it gives me nostalgia looking at these pictures. Like this is, I don't know, it hits deep. Like just looking at these pictures, like, you know, photos are really just like, I don't know. It's like it shows, it feels like you're actually there. It's the one way you could go back to the past is through photos. For the history and shit. It's crazy, especially if this is in color. Like this little girl probably was so happy though. It's probably like 50, 60 something. She's still out there, probably alive, like telling her this story to her grandchildren. This lady here with the newspaper, the Miami Herald. It's crazy, bro. Farmers battle to save crops from freezing. Like, just imagine. I mean, you don't expect that to happen here. Like, if it ever happened, like there'll be. Like, I don't know about a disaster economically for Miami, but like it will be kind of weird. Like things will be different. Like especially like crops that grow in Homestead, Florida. If y'all live in South Florida, I know Homestead has crops. It's more like a field. It's campos, farms and shit. And like the Everglades, like getting snow here is like I don't know if it will be an economic crisis, but it will definitely be a disruption to the environment and how it works in this around this area of Florida, and especially like just in this part of this of like the globe, I guess. Like that's the way I was trying to say. Like you don't really get that type of weather like in the tropics. Let's go to Wikipedia now to see what they say about it. Okay, so it's called the Cold Wave of January 1977. As y'all know, it happened around January 19th ish. That was the day this happened. You see, there was damage from this $2 billion in U.S. damage in the 70s. Like, that's a lot. If you did it out nowadays, it'll be a couple of billion, like maybe double digits. I mean, I don't know how much, but I mean, $2 billion for the 70s, that's a ton of money. Um, and there's an indirect death from it. 2 inches fell around Tampa and Orlando on the Interstate 4, like around Disney World, like Busch Gardens area, like between that area. That's where it happened in the turnpike or highway, whatever. In Miami as well. It happened in the morning, so you were awake. If it was a school day, I don't know if it was or not, but either way, probably most people were awake. It did not happen like in the overnight. It happened when you were awake in Broward and Dade counties that you saw like the snow falling. I mean, it could have been an amazing feeling just seeing that. It's just everybody probably shocked as hell. I mean that if that happened nowadays, I mean, just imagine social media, bro. Just seeing everybody recording. Oh shit, there's snow in Miami. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, that would have been an amazing day to live though. Crazy. I mean, it had issues for like environmental problems and shit. I mean, as you saw with the damage cost, but um, it's just wild, man. I mean, just thinking about it, I wish I saw snow. I've been alive for 18 years. I have never seen snow. I mean, the fact if I like live in Miami my whole life, like there's a chance like I never see snow, like, and maybe like 99% of the people. I mean, my dad and my parent and my mom were alive at this, but they were not even living in Miami. They were in Cuba still. It's like, you know what I mean? they wouldn't even remember either way. I mean, it's like only something your grandparents could remember if they were already living here. Probably only your grandparents are the only people who's ever experienced this. As Miami, like the times Miami was a city. I mean, when it got founded in 1925, it didn't happen in the first 52 years until this, and it's been 45 years after, and there's no sign of it. You're gonna get a cold front in South Florida soon. After I make this video, it's gonna drop to the 40s, but something like this does not happen. This doesn't happen. Like it may be once in a 1,000 year event, honestly. So this is Danny Alvarez, AK Curry Mixes. I mean, it was more like me talking about it, but I did have a reaction. Like me watching the video, it's just kind of crazy to me seeing all these people just being happy and just enjoying the moment. Something that just doesn't happen at all. Once in a lifetime experience, maybe once in 10 lifetime experience. So have a nice day, y'all. Peace out.